are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Just as we were ready for air, it was the Colts emerging from the locker room to great fanfare here in Indy. They're ready to go as the Colts get set to match up with the Houston Texans. The first quarter of the season already in the rearview mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. No run back here on the opening kickoff as we'll start at the 25. First carry now for the former Badger, Jonathan Taylor. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. On the handoff, Taylor. He takes this from the 30 to the 34.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
And this is going to be a Colts first down as he's able to get this up past the 40. Defense had a chance to get off the field here on the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important third down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. The wise move there, looked like nobody open, now 2nd down.
So many times we've seen him try to escape the pocket and do something with his legs, but in this case, the pressure was too intense, and he made the wise choice to just get rid of the football and make sure no one was going to get it.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
All right, Brad, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
The Texans here on 3rd down, putting an extra defender in the secondary. From the gun, it's Taylor. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. A gain of 11 that time, and a Colts first down.
They did tell us they wanted to establish the ground game early, didn't they?
They did, in a small sample size that we've seen so far, but pretty good return.
Yeah, you got to like that. They've strung together a couple of first downs, established what they wanted, the running game. And guess what? They also got their lead guy running it pretty well, too.
Now Jones. He'll dump this off to Taylor, complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
And they'll use him out of the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago, there's another one right there.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. On 1st down, Pryor. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Well, it's a shuffle pass, and it's complete. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. Throwing Jones. And he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Colts take it right down and score on the opening drive. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll run it here. This is Marlon Mack. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Here's Mack to get it again on 2nd down. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down. Keep the sticks moving.
Eluding the pressure right. And he'll just get rid of it. Well, this defense for the Colts, they were terrific last week in the win over Denver.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and try to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a 1st down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
They go play action here on 1st down. He's got his man. It's the tight end, Brevin Jordan. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 2nd and very short. Now a toss, running left is Mack. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
After 7-0 on EA Sports. Four yards remain for 2nd down. Looking to throw. Knight. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Julian Blackmon. And the Colts are going to have it here at their own 15. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Off the bootleg, Jones. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to third down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
To throw on third down, Jones. And that is incomplete.
And this is what you want to see from a defense. Give up an opening drive touchdown, that's fine. But how about them going back out there, recommitting themselves to the task at hand, and forcing a 3-and-out and giving the ball back to their offense.
Now it's Peterson. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Down on the field, we've got an injured Colt after that last play. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And got his man complete. Touchdown, Houston. Brandon Cooks. His second touchdown on the season. And the Texans are an extra point away from tying this football game. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And we are tied here in the second quarter. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They give to Taylor out of the gun. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. Back to throw. Jones. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Now a play fake here on first down. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Well, he's been doing this for a lot of years, and the arm strength still there, and he showed it off on that one. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. They find some open field here. Touchdown, Houston. The CD, I mean, there are touchdown runs, and then there are touchdown runs, and that one certainly fell into the latter category. Now, that deserves a couple exclamation points.
And this is a play defensively where you're just looking around and saying, what was that? What just happened? You're looking at your teammates, they're looking at you, and let's face it, your defensive coordinator, he's not going to tip his cap to it. That's not how football works. He probably should have after that run. That was absolutely sensational.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down. Handoff. This is Taylor. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Well, sometimes as a running back, you've got to be able to improvise when the hole's not where you expect it to be. But in this case, there wasn't any improvisation that he could do that was going to work. Kind of like if you're trying to be a comedian on open mic night at the Improv and you run into a tough crowd.
And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 46 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
Jones now off the play fake. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Lonnie Johnson picks it. Then he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. Well, he's certainly not been afraid to take some chances downfield. Now, look, it's paid off for him a couple of times. That time, not so fortunate.
And that's where I want to start, what you said. It's paid off a couple of times. So his aggressiveness has been good for his offense for the most part. So he throws an interception there. No one likes that. But I would not rein him back in. The return on investment thus far has been pretty good. 2 touchdowns to 1 interception.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. A give, running right is Mack. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. On the give, this is Mack. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And for the Colts, an extra defensive back in there now on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Knight. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling. They'll run it with Mack. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
He's already found the end zone once in this half, and they do a nice job there pushing him backwards and denied his bid for a 2nd score.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Knight. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Julian Blackmon. He's got the lane, and there he goes. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD. those free safeties, they get to sit back there if they've got good pass rushers like this team does. Read like a book. He read it like a book and took it in for 6.
And if they use their eyes well and their anticipation skills, they can make big plays, just as what we saw. A free safety's dream. Follow the football, go to it, and take it the other way.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And with just under a minute to go, they might try to think about mounting a drive here if they can and get in the end zone to potentially tie this game up. Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
But I guess that answers the question whether or not they want him throwing it again right away after throwing the pick 6 on the previous drive.
Yeah, not something conservative or underneath. Pretty big shot right there.
Got him right back in the saddle and said, go ahead and sling it, big guy.
This to the outside for Mack. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. From the gun, Knight got this into the hands of the tight end, Jordan. And he is going to have a Texans first down. It's a gain of 6 that time on 3rd and 2. Off play action. Knight. He's going to float this one deep right side. And this one is incomplete.
Certainly no lack of aggressiveness here. They were hoping for the home run play to get them 6 points. They're hoping for a catch, maybe a call. But they figure they can at least get into field goal range with a completion.
They'll look to throw again. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He'll let this go for the end zone. And this one almost intercepted. Had a chance to come down with it in the end zone, but could not hang on. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. A final shot before break. Knight. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
The final shot before break. Knight. He's going to let this one go deep. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Julian Blackmon. There he goes, right side. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD.
Did I just see what I thought I saw? Did I just see what I thought? That had to be. Come on, say it for me. Say it for me. Who picked up that pass?
The free safety.
Oh, you got to have those great skills back there. Eyes, anticipation, great hands. And, of course, how about the fluid moves afterwards to take it all the way to the house?
Sounds like you're watching your old game film up here in your head.
Yeah, that's the dream I had of being that player. I just never was.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Texans down on the scoreboard, but they do get the first crack here as we are back underway in the second half. And this will not be returned, so the second half begins with a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Now they're down on the scoreboard. Sort of a sloppy first half. And Coach Davis, if you were in the locker room, what would the message have been?
I think I'd have to go with something you don't ordinarily go with in the NFL. That's a little fire and brimstone. You've got to fire these guys up. Make them understand what's going on out there. They were so sloppy in the first half. Too many turnovers. Tighten things up. Maybe get in their face a little bit. Get in their grill. And then send them back out.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. And that looked almost to be a case of, a quarterback saying, hey, I'm going to throw this as far as I can and hope you run under it. Mission accomplished.
And as that ball was hanging in the air with the receiver streaking downfield to meet it, here in the stadium, you could just sense the crowd thinking, oh, no. And the worst fears were realized as that one turned into a long touchdown.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a one-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a one-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change, because otherwise that could overrun your team. You got to be careful right here.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Off the play fake. Jones. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 38. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Off play action. Knight. They'll roll him out right. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit, because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Marlon Mack with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Texans are an extra point away from tying this football game. Extra point by Sly is up and good, and that will tie our game here in the 3rd. So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And their lead has evaporated in this 3rd quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. Oh, Jones has just thrown his 3rd interception. Picked off at the 49. That is now 7 interceptions between last week and this week. 3 in this game, 4 a week ago.
And I saw the head coach write on his play sheet, make a little note. I hope he's writing self-scout. Bring in the guys that scout games for you with a different eye and watch him and see what's going on, and maybe they can pick up what the flaws are, and hopefully they can correct them.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Here's 2nd and 9. Back to throw. Knight. And his throw is incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
So they've been unable to capitalize on the great field position as of yet. Here's 3rd and 9. Operating from the gun. Knight forced out to his left. That's caught left side by the tight end, Jordan. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Mack. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans. Marlon Mack taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Texans use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. 61 yards on the ground for him so far. They'll come up now on 2nd and a yard. They go to the ground again with Taylor. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
2nd and 1 and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Watch the whip. Switch.
They'll get this out quickly to Campbell. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
On 2nd down, it's Taylor. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Again, it's Taylor. He will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. Give him 7 yards on the play as they do pick up the 3rd down conversion. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Off the option, here's Taylor. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive can take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
From the 44, Jones. He's going to look deep for more. And he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. A great effort there. 44 yards. And the Colts are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And that will tie our game here in the 3rd. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. On first down, they'll stay with Mack on the ground. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
On second down, here's a run with Mack. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a third and about 3 to go. Before they can snap it, time runs out on this third quarter of play. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. From the gun on third down. Knight. Open man is Jordan, the tight end. And he is going to have a Texans first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert here on 3rd and 3. 2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Knight. They'll run the screen with Mack. Mack's got the first down and then some. And all the way down to the 25-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
And partner, in a tie game in the fourth quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars. And he came through with a nice catch right there.
They'll run on first down with Marlon Mack. They'll be brought down at the 21 after a pickup of 4.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Off the play fake. Knight. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off at the 16. And now off to the races down the right side. And he will bring it back. An interception return for the Colts TD. In a tie game fourth quarter, that's about as big of a defensive play as you could possibly make.
And it didn't happen by accident. That was scouting right there. They've seen things that have happened before. They knew in certain situations type of plays they like to run, read it, and were able to go after the football, get it, and take it into the end zone for a touchdown for themselves.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And can they regroup? That's the question. The pick six hurt, no doubt, but this is still a one-score game here in the fourth. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Quiddy Pay able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Off play action. Knight. They'll get this into the hands of Nico Collins. A big gain there after going backwards, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Wiggles free, and he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. 159 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. They'll run with Mack. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. Off the play fake. Knight. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Now on 3rd and long. They'll look to throw. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. 1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 48, and the return stops at the 39-yard line. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. They run once more with Taylor. They'll wind up getting 4 down to the 36. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. They're facing a critical 3rd down now as they try to hold on to this lead. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame. Blankenship's kick is good. And that will push the lead up to double digits now at 10. So that one, CD, going to make the road back a lot more difficult.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. You know they were praying on the other sideline for a miss, because now, as you pointed out, a very difficult road. Down 2 scores. You don't just need a touchdown. You need a chain of events to go your way. You've got to score, somehow get the ball back, and score again. The odds of that happening, not great in your favor.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Kenny Moore, and they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season.
Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Texans scoop it. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line.
Well, I'm guessing that on the sidelines there might be a few.
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line.
86 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
The Colts in victory formation now as they take the knee. Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win